Are you just tired of making trading decisions based on a gut feeling, only to watch the market immediately do the exact opposite? It's so frustrating. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down how you can move from that emotional guesswork to building a powerful, data-driven system, one that's actually designed for consistency. You know the scene, right? The chart is flashing green, everyone online is buzzing, and that little voice in your head, that FOMO, starts screaming. So you make a snap decision. You smash that buy button without a real plan. And just like that, you're not a trader anymore. You're just a passenger on an emotional roller coaster, getting tossed around by whatever the market does next. This is the reality for so many people. And honestly, it's just a recipe for burnout. And this right here, this captures the two fundamental paths any trader can take. On one side, you've got that reactive, emotional approach where you're constantly getting yanked around by the latest headline. But on the other side, you've got the disciplined, systematic trader who operates from a playbook. Our goal here is to show you exactly how to build a bridge from that first column over to the second. So let's get into it. Why is relying on intuition such a dangerous trap? Let's take a closer look at the powerful psychological forces that are constantly working against us, trying to derail even the smartest and most well-intentioned traders out there. The real problem? It's our own psychology. I mean, our brains are hardwired with these cognitive biases that were great for surviving in the wild, but they can be absolutely financially devastating in the markets. You get this constant cycle of hope when you're on a winning streak, then fear during a drawdown, and of course, greed when things get volatile. All of it just clouds our judgment and leads directly to costly, totally preventable mistakes. The way out of this emotional trap isn't about having nerves of steel. It's about fundamentally changing the game you're playing. It's all about making a conscious shift to trade not with your heart, but with your head, using a scientific and data-driven framework. And that brings us to the core idea, systematic trading. So what is it, really? Well, to put it simply, it's a method that relies on objective data and a repeatable process to make every single decision. The absolute key here is that it's designed to completely remove your own emotional baggage from the equation. So what does evidence-based actually look like in practice? It means you're no longer just guessing. You're analyzing real market data, using indicators that help you see the direction and momentum of a trend. You're looking at the big picture, macroeconomic trends, and even checking out public sentiment. All of this info helps you form a solid, data-backed reason, a high-probability hypothesis for every single trade you make. Okay, so understanding the philosophy behind it is a huge first step. But how do you turn that philosophy into a practical, working system that you can actually use? Let's walk through the blueprint for building your own. The whole process really boils down to 4 key stages. First up is analysis. This is your research phase, where you use data to hunt for potential quantifiable opportunities. Second, system design. This is where you create a crystal clear, non-negotiable set of rules for when to get in, and just as important, when to get out. Third is execution, just following your plan with robotic discipline. And finally, the review. You have to constantly track your performance, look for weaknesses, and figure out ways to improve. Now, here's a critical piece for building a system you can actually trust: backtesting. Think of it like a time machine for your trading strategy. You can literally take your set of rules and see exactly how they would have performed over years of past market data. This process gives you the hard evidence and the confidence to actually follow your system when real money is on the line. And listen, a truly solid trading system isn't just about finding winners. It's about relentlessly protecting your capital. This means having a clear strategy for position sizing, deciding exactly how much to risk on any single trade so that one bad loss can't sink your whole account. It means setting absolute limits for losses and profits beforehand. And it means understanding your potential downside before you even think about entering the market. And remember, this is not about finding some secret magic formula online. The whole point is to build a system that is uniquely yours, a personalized blueprint that's tailored specifically to your financial goals, your personal comfort level with risk, and the capital you're working with. Look, having a system is a massive leap forward, but it's not the end of the journey, not by a long shot. To truly succeed in the long run, you've got to commit to mastering your craft, and that requires dedicated, ongoing practice and analysis. Mastery isn't something you just achieve overnight. It's a continuous process of learning and growing. It means getting your hands dirty with practice, studying the strategies of the pros to see what works and why, and even collaborating with other traders to challenge your own assumptions and sharpen your skills. You should think of your trading system not as something carved in stone, but as a living document. It's designed to constantly evolve. By meticulously tracking your trades and analyzing your performance, you create this incredibly powerful feedback loop that allows your system to adapt and improve over time, getting stronger with every single trade, whether it's a win or a loss. When you fully commit to this systematic approach, you're not just changing how you trade, you are fundamentally changing who you are as a trader. You're consciously evolving from a gambler who bets on feelings to a strategist who operates on cold, hard evidence. You start to develop this unshakable confidence in your decision making. And this isn't the false confidence you get from a lucky streak. It's the deep-seated conviction that comes from knowing you have a tested, proven process you can rely on, no matter what chaos the market decides to throw at you. You also forge this whole new level of emotional discipline. By outsourcing your decisions to your rules, you finally silence those destructive inner voices of fear and greed. The noise and chaos of the market, it just doesn't feel so overwhelming anymore. Instead, your system filters it all, turning that chaos into clarity and actionable signals. Ultimately, this is the trader you become. You're adaptable, strategic, and resilient. You're no longer just trying to survive in the markets, you're actually positioned to thrive in them. This data-driven identity is the true path to building long-term, sustainable success. So as we wrap this up, I want you to take a hard look at your own approach. Are you building a professional system that can actually stand the test of time, or are you still just riding that emotional roller coaster, crossing your fingers and hoping for the best? The choice and the opportunity is all yours.